everyone, Kayn here, and once again, this is likely gonna be a pretty huge rant video, just letting you know about the friggin' Refining Master. Now, this is a new event, probably a lot of people kind of expected to get some, good opinions about his events, and unfortunately, this is just hot garbage of probably lies. Now, first things first, just to make it clear, I had spent quite a bit of Linari, I think around 18,000 or so, or somewhat maybe a bit lower. And as you can see, I have 3,300 fine steel. Now, do keep in mind that is not the entire amount of fine steel that I received from this event. You keep in mind that I get from the rewards as well as I got from this stuff, as well as I have upgraded my armory as well. And I have fine steel over friggin' 3,300 or whatever. So, what happened in this event? So I started this event with, I think, 20,000 cast iron, probably like a little bit more, something like that. So I did my 6 rolls. I got cast iron a couple of times, actually, I do believe. So after I spent like 27-ish, 26,000 cast iron, I got the rewards from here. I was able to do 30,000 just from the 6 pulls or 10 pulls, I think. I'm not entirely sure, it was like 5 a.m., but pretty much like didn't cost anything or anything that would matter. I got like 30,000. I did like 35,000 in like just prior to actually pulling the Refining Master. I was like, dude, I got cast iron 2 times, man. This kind of looks like a pretty decent event. Like, I thought I would upgrade my armory pretty decent. And until I started pulling the Refining Master, I kind of realized what the actual fuck this event became. So, first, let's touch on percentages, like all the time. So we have level 0 armament stone 15%, level 1 8%, level 2 4%, right? 4%. I've got this shit more times than I've actually gotten cast irons. Like, if you would add level 1, level 0, and level 2 armaments, I got them probably like 40% of the time. I've gotten twice the potential potions, and I've gotten 2 or 3 times runestones, right? So if I've got like 40% of the armaments, a couple of percentages on like potential or whatever, where the hell were the other percentages on? Well, fine steel. Can you believe that out of like 100 pulls, about 40 plus times, it friggin' landed on fine steel? Can you friggin' believe that? 40 plus times it landed on friggin' fine steel. The thing is, the reason why I was getting cast iron, if any at all, was because of using the friggin' golden hammers, or whatever the hell they're called, or even having a 2x, and one time I rolled a double, and I landed on this piece right here. My friggin' god, what the actual fuck is this, like, event? Like, is this an intentional scam with, like, friggin' fake percentages again? Or what the hell is this? This is 50%, like 15%. I have literal cast irons usually, like, from this point, I have 1, if you count 3, 4, 5. This is also in that same equation. And also here, this shit lands on friggin' fine steel all the time. And when I get up until here, sometimes I still have like cast iron here. It lands on friggin' fine steel again. Then I roll from this, it lands on +2, fine steel again. Then I went on 2x, lands on fine steel again from +2. Like, what? Like, dude, what the fuck are these percentages, bro? Like, are they actually, like, so friggin' bad that they are trying to scam people from Linari now? Or what they... Like, what the hell is this? Basically, I started this event with 35,000 already done already done in this event, and it took me about almost or close to 20,000 denarii to get about less than 60,000 cast iron. Do keep in mind, I started around 10, right? So I got like 1,500 from here. So let's just count. So that's like 4,000 pretty much. Let's say 6,000. This is like, okay, like 11,000 with the other 200s. 15 and a half, and this is like 21.5, right? So I got, I think, like, I don't know, one moment, 21 and a half. So I spent that, then I got this. So this was like already 56, 57. Then I got this, that was like 63,000, so somewhere like that. So I spent friggin' 20,000 denarii, and I was able to get friggin' like, what, 30,000 of these cast irons? 30,000? What the fuck, dude? Like, how the fuck can I land on fine steel, like probably 10 to 1 chances, having more cast irons all the time around it, then, like, what? And a lot of people have suffered the same issues, and they have like friggin' 3,000 to 4,000 fine steels and almost no cast irons whatsoever. Like, it's crazy. Like, either they need to get their shit together, or they need to actually like learn to tell the truth to people, because my fucking god, I got level 2 armament stones more often than I got cast iron. I got level 1 stuff more often than I got cast iron. I got level 0s like 10 times more than friggin' cast iron. Out of 100 pulls, I likely got cast iron 5 times. And I was like lucky because majority of them was either the golden hammer or a friggin' like X2 and a golden hammer that gave me 14,000 cast iron once. And then once on level 3 as well, I was pretty lucky and actually happy. But like, what the actual fuck? Like, if you have cast iron as like 2%, then fucking tell the people it's 2%. Like, why are you friggin' doing this crap? Like, nobody can be so unlucky that they get this friggin' shit, like 10 to 1 chances, then they get this, and there's 2 in the same go, right? It's impossible to do it like that, and to literally walk across the map, land on this, then land on friggin' this, out of like, I don't know, like, I landed on this, I went to +1, I got this, I landed on this, went here, then I landed on this, and I landed on +2, went to friggin' fine steel, and then I fucking again went full circle, landed on fine steels like, I don't know, twice. And do keep in mind, do not... Oh my god, I accidentally clicked it. Can I exit at least? Please, dear god. Fuck. What I wanted to say is don't friggin' click 10x and... Oh. Okay, never mind. So, yeah, let's see. Can you guys believe that? Out of that 10x, I landed on cast iron once. However, I landed on this, I do believe, fine steel 3 or 4 times. So I think my actual percentages pretty much stand, right? So might as well just do... well, this was actually pure fucking luck, but it happens to me on 2x's regardless. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, dude, just... whatever. Anyways, yeah, that was a pretty friggin' huge fail, but whatever. What I wanted to say is, do not click 10x, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna go across the map multiple times, and if you land on a double right here, you're gonna miss the golden hammer click as well, which quadruples the reward. And of course, if you land on cast iron, it's a huge reward. If you land on level 3, it's even a huge, like a lot bigger reward, because this is so much of these level 1s. Like, it's what, 50, 60 per one, maybe 70? I'm not entirely sure on the number, but it's friggin' a lot just for getting a 4x on level 3. So do keep in mind, never click 10x, and try not to fail by accidentally clicking it. It's a minus 2k Lenari right there. So venting out on the friggin' events, you even seen, like I did a 10x and it was 4 friggin' fine steels and literally 1 cast iron and then a golden hammer. Like literally most of my golden hammers, or some of them, actually landed on cast iron, and I was even lucky to actually do this shit in 100 attempts, at least in my own eyes. So aside from that, we have to touch on a few things as well. So quite a bit of people said that they should reset this thing and have their cast iron saved prior to the event. And unfortunately, it does not work like that. Basically, when you upgrade your armory, this thing raises and it doesn't go down if you reset. This is basically like, if you imagine core power, you raise it and it doesn't go down. So this is the same thing. You cannot reset because you need to upgrade this value, and to upgrade it, you need to spend the new amount of cast iron that you have not spent previously. So it's not gonna work if you reset. So that's one thing. The other thing is the stats on the gears. So as you can see, these are the stats I have. Accuracy from the gear 3-star or level 30 or whatever, since I had like buttloads of fine steel for obvious reasons. Then we have crit damage for obvious reasons from level 30 because buttloads of fine steel. And then the same thing for healing received because buttloads of fine steel. Then, of course, I chose hero attack slots because I want to make my hero stronger. Can likely do this or attack speed. I'm not sure which one is better. I chose attack. Then you have friendly troops attack speed. I don't really have attack speed from like the archer equipment. I don't have attack speed from Covenant. So Covenant can actually cover like physical or magical damage or other stuff. So I might as well left Covenant as like one of the more, how can I put it, easier to change slots, right? You can just use Purify, you can just swap some of those stats, while this one is like more of a prefix which you would not be able to swap. So I just chose attack speed because I know I will require attack speed regardless, and I can just use the other features however like I wanted, regardless of any meta change. And then of course I have dragon damage and magic taken. Now this is something that we also have to touch, and it's a pretty big thing. So going towards the slots, let's count how much damage taken I have, which is important. So 21%, 42%, 63%, and this is 30%, so 93% total, right? 93% total. And I have this here at 64.4. So basically about 30 or 29% of the physical and damage taken was already capped just from these slots on the armory. Now, what I'm kind of wondering happening is whether or not this stat as well does get capped when it's added onto the dragon. Do keep in mind, all of these attributes just go on your hero and stuff like that. However, when we upgrade something like, let's say, a stalker or a swordman or whatever, if we upgrade 10 or 15%, we add one value in here. So if I add 10% or 15% damage taken to stalkers, this value will rise by one number, which means if on the armory feature, they are raising it by, or rather they're capping it already there does it also cap when it's added onto the dragon? So like a double cap sort of thing. And this is what kind of makes my head scratch right now, because that can be a pretty huge thing and a pretty huge waste of some slots if you would just solo focus on this sort of thing. So what I kind of plan to do is eventually just merge some of those level 3s, I suppose merge some of those level 4s whenever I get other stones. And I think on this one, on the amber stones or whatever these ones are called, there is a I think dragon HP percent or so. So I might just go a couple of stones on dragon HP percent just for the sake of, you know, not having such huge caps and stuff like that. And of course, keeping this around 60% I think would be pretty okay, or maybe 70%, and then dragon HP. I'm still gonna need to rethink some stuff, but do keep in mind this stuff gets heavily, and I do mean heavily, capped. So yeah, that's probably my event for the feature. Honestly, all I can say is fuck, I just lost to Kayn, but for the sake of the video, you got your percentages, what I kind of said. Regardless of my luck, right after I spun 10x, I literally just gave you my percentages prior to the 10x, and pretty much all of them came true. And I would call myself lucky, right, to even get that 3,500 in that 10x. At the same time, like as I said, Golden Hammer was giving me cast iron, and Golden Hammer gave me cast iron again. So I'm not sure if it's bugged. I'm not sure if their percentages are complete dog shite. But you guys can let me know in the comments down below if you experienced the same thing as well. As you know, my opinion remains my opinion, and it's my honest opinion. If something is good, if I'm happy with something, if something is alright, you know, I'm just gonna let you know. And if something is just god-awful garbage, you know, you're gonna get the same opinion from it as well. You know, I'm not paid or anything or whatever. If something is bad, I'm just gonna let it know if it's bad. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed my pain and suffering from losing additional 2k Linari randomly. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. If you did enjoy, if you did find it similar as well and you dislike it, do hit that subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. Again, thanks for watching. Take care and stay safe out there.